What's up, everybody? That was a little Aerosmith for you. It's Mike Alexander. Today in music, February 23rd, 2018. Why Aerosmith? Well, because today their bass player, Brad Whitford, is turning 66 years old. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, Brad. Hope you're celebrating out there wherever you are. Some old person's home in Boston, probably. Anyway, so what's going on in the world of music? I've got this dog over here is bugging me, man. It's like very, you smell my doggies at home. Anyway, I'm at actually a guest studio today. I've invaded the home of Ross the Boss, whom you may know on the Cody TV network here. So, you know, just adjusting to my new environment. Other stuff that happened on this date besides Brad's birthday, Woody Guthrie in 1940 wrote the lyrics to This Land Is Your Land, you know, which is sort of a classic, I guess, at this point. In 1965, the Beatles started filming their follow-up to A Hard Day's Night, a little movie called Help. In 1974, Rebel Rebel, David Bowie's monster hit, entered the charts for the first time. And in 1978, were the Grammys, 40 years ago tonight, Grammys, Rumors, the Fleetwood Mac album, won Album of the Year. Hotel California from the Eagles album of the same name won Record of the Year. And the best pop performance that year was How Deep Is Your Love by the Bee Gees. And coincidentally enough, the Bee Gees performed their very last gig together on this very date in 2002. So it's all come full circle. And honestly, this morning I read that the Eagles just announced more tour dates for later this year. So they're not going anywhere. My wife and I saw the Eagles along with other bands like Fleetwood Mac and Journey and, you know, Earth, Wind & Fire at this thing called Classic West, which was out in LA about a year and a half ago. And everyone was thinking, oh, this will be the last time that we'll have an opportunity to see the Eagles. No. They're going to be around forever. Other stuff I was reading about today, you know, we've been talking about the Olympics and how a lot of people have been covering playlists and the music that figure skaters have been using and all this other, you know, nonsense. And I did read today that, sorry, there's like something talking in the background. Shh. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. What the hell, man? This is what happens when you leave your familiar surroundings. Thank you. Anyhow, stuff that's been happening as far as the Olympics goes, you know, they were using original songs with lyrics for the first time ever for the figure skating, and people around the world have been listening to a lot of these songs and thinking, oh, I like this, I'm going to download it. There's been a lot of Shazamming. The biggest song so far to come out of the Olympics, oddly enough, is from the soundtrack to the 2001 film Moulin Rouge. The song called To Build a Home, which was used by more than one figure skater. And the other big one is, what is the other one? Oh, from Coldplay, which was used 3 times by 3 different figure skaters. But anyway, there's a little list I was looking at, the top 10 songs that have spiked because of their use in figure skating. So it's something to talk about. I mean, the U.S. skaters did not do very well. I have to say, my heart goes out to them, but a little bit of a disappointment. The highlight of the whole night was seeing what Johnny Weir was wearing. It was not on the ice. Other stuff that's happening right now, we've got some new albums that are in the store. Honestly, this week there's, I don't know, it's pretty much crap. But I was shocked, as someone who thinks they have their finger on the pulse of what's happening in pop music, I was a little saddened to see that I did not recognize a single band that has anything coming out today. We've got groups like Black Milk, Screaming Females, We Were Sharks, Young Jesus, and The Frigs. Who the fuck are these people? I have no fucking idea. Next week, we got some good music. Lucius is coming out with a new album, which is great. They've been on the road with Dave Gilmour, I think, or not Dave Gilmour, Roger Waters, for the last year plus. And Moby, the vegan techno guy from Silver Lake, finally has a new album coming out. I'm personally excited. I genuinely love Moby. And then you've got a group called The Breeders, which you may remember from the early 90s, which is sort of when they peaked. And then it was like a couple of sisters, I think Kim Deal and somebody who used to be in the Pixies. Anyway, there's a lot of drugs and there was a lot of drama. This is their comeback album. I think it's their first new music in at least 15 or 20 years, so exciting stuff. What's happening this weekend? I don't know, not a damn thing. What are you doing? Anyhow, I think that's all I have for today in music. Any requests?
Theme of Star Wars.
Have an excellent weekend, you guys, and we'll see you next week for another exciting episode of Today in Music. And that is it. Whoop, 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 whoop.